Thank you for supporting me. I want to share some tips with you on how to be successful, okay? And I know some of you guys are probably judging me like, Erncy, you're not consistent enough to tell me how to be successful. And you have a good point, and that's why I'm going to be more consistent. Now, I may say one thing. Want to be sipping on my tea? Keep calm, I'm a lawyer because I am a lawyer. So, hey, I've accomplished something in life. Surely I can encourage the people out there. Surely I can encourage you to accomplish your goals. Okay? I hope you guys are in good health because I need to sip on this tea to make sure I don't get a cough. Okay? So this is going to be a two-part video. Since I can't upload a really long video, I digress. There's so many reasons on why I can't do that right now, but I'll do it and I'll have the same outfit on, so don't judge me. 5 tips to be successful, part 1. 1, you have to first define your success. Well, what does that mean? You have to figure out, what does being successful mean to me? For some people, being successful means having financial security, having wealth. For some people, it means having freedom. I don't want to be in the office from 9 to 5. So I want to be my own boss. For some people, it means, hey, I want to be able to raise my family. So I'll be a stay-at-home wife. You have to figure out, what does this mean? And it's really hard to figure this out because people are going to tell you what success means. And so if you're not rich, then maybe you're not successful. If you're not attractive, maybe you're not successful. If you don't live in this certain community or attend this school, then maybe you're not successful. So people will define it for you, but you have to stand firm and figure out, what does success mean to me? You might figure it out at a young age. You might figure it out 10, 15, 20 years down the road. I think that this is the most important step, because in order to succeed, you have to figure out, what does success mean to me? Second tip, self-reflection. Self-reflection means you're spending time with yourself. Now, you may spend 15 minutes with yourself a day, maybe every 2 months you spend an hour. You need me time. Me time means that you have to look at the man and the woman in the mirror and say, this is who I am. This is who I used to be. This is who I'm going to become. Because if you do not self-reflect, and it shows quite often, some of y'all not self-reflecting. I could tell just by my interactions with you guys. Nevertheless, you have to be able to know who you are. Because if you know who you are and you become successful later down the road, it's going to be very hard for you to compromise on your integrity, on your loyalty, on your values, whatever it may be, right? Let's say you have a family and you know that one of your values is family time. You value that, right? So if you value family time and you're in this particular industry and they're asking you to push 80 hours, you could kind of stand firm and say, well, you know what? No, not this week, because I have to go to my son's basketball game. That's self-reflection. If you know and you've spent enough time with yourself to know what's important to you, you can stand firm in the midst of so many trials and tragedies. And also, just with your daily life, I mean, think about it. Dave Chappelle is a really great example. He tells this story, and don't quote me on it, so you might have to look it up on YouTube. But he tells this story on how he got offered $50 million, and he was going to have to compromise his integrity. But he did not take the $50 million. He decided to go to Africa and chill out. What does that tell you about him? You know what? I know this about myself. I'm not going to give in, even though there's a large chunk of money being offered. That means that he has reflected and he has spent enough time with himself to know himself. And you cannot, I don't think you could be as happy and fulfilled in whatever it is that you're called to do if you don't know yourself, at least 80%. So figure it out. Number 3, be the best version of yourself. Now, you could compete with people, or you could become the best version of yourself and gradually become better than the competition. That's what I truly believe in. If you become a better version of yourself than you were 5 years ago, than you were 10 years ago, then you're doing a pretty great job on the road to success. So figure out, how can I become the better version of me? And a lot of this really deals with the internal qualities. How can I have more integrity? How can I have more loyalty? How can I be more faithful and committed in whatever it is that I'm trying to accomplish? Number 4, take risk. It is so important to take risk, and I know it's scary, but you have to tell yourself, hey, I have nothing to lose. Or do you have something to lose? I mean, I don't know. What I have told myself in the past is I don't have anything to lose. And that's the reason why I take risk. And you may have to sit back and strategize on the risk that you're going to take. Sometimes taking risk, you have to take it in the very moment that it comes. And sometimes you actually have time, you have years to decide whether this is going to be a risk that you're going to take. Is this something that I'm willing to do? But you have to be confident and go in, and you might be afraid, but do it anyways. Number 5, discern opportunities. 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 You know why this is important? Because I thought about this. I know people always say, especially successful people, they say, just work hard. But let's be honest, most people do work hard. I don't believe that most people are lazy. That's my thought. Most people I've met in my life work hard. But you know what people need? They need opportunity. You need an opportunity. So sometimes opportunities are very clear right in front of you. This is an opportunity to attend this school. This is an opportunity to participate in this writing class so I can learn how to write a book. This is an opportunity to sign up for this seminar to learn how to be an entrepreneur. Some opportunities are very clear, but what you need is discernment, because not all opportunities are clear. Sometimes it's not in front of you saying, hey, look at me, I'm an opportunity. Sometimes opportunities are not clear. You think to yourself, I don't want to take advantage of this. It can't take me to the next level. Well, it can. In life, there are so many different roads to the same destination, so many different paths to the same destination, right? Don't ever limit yourself and think to yourself, well, I'm not going to take advantage of the opportunity because it doesn't look like what I envisioned. You have to open your eyes. And you have to be able to see and say, how can I take this step so it could lead me to the next generation? I mean, it does affect the next generation. Every decision that you make affects the next generation, by the way. Plug. You have to really discern opportunities. And sometimes it doesn't look like an opportunity. You think to yourself, I don't want to go that route. It takes too much work. I'm going to struggle. People are going to judge me. Whatever, take advantage and learn to discern opportunities, because some opportunities come once in a lifetime and you'll never get that same opportunity again. And other opportunities come around more than once. Don't be afraid to say yes or no to opportunities. Certain opportunities you have to say no to. Certain opportunities you have to say yes to because it's connected to your destiny. Thank you for sticking with me through this part 1 series. If you have any questions or concerns, comment below. I love you guys, and always remember this one thing: you are fearfully and wonderfully made. So don't forget to tune in for the second part on how to be successful.